Previously on our learning phase,
Yes.
we discovered the G.A.R.D.E.N, the gold augmented reality for diligence and efficiency neurotraining. There, Selene and Dorian Kelvaris, aspiring gold students, dove into their first trial simulation. The program simulated a perfect form of the maze-like district of the Blues, with the omnipresent Arc tracking their every move. Their mission? Reclaim stolen schematics of Nightshade, a stealth generator, minimizing collateral and avoiding public panic. But when Dorian was snatched mid-investigation, Selene had to unleash her kinetic powers in a relentless pursuit, vaulting through obstacles and bending the terrain to her will. The chase tore through the streets, all the way into a roaring factory floor, where Dorian's quick-thinking sabotage sent the machinery into chaos, flushing those thieves out from hiding. Sparks flew, alarms blared, and Selene's authoritative threats, coupled with a few kinetic strikes, pinned the quarry before they could escape. With the quarry secured and the simulation complete, the siblings were victorious, but not exactly triumphant. Their early setbacks were clocked and scored below expectations by ARC. They were given second place, outpaced by their own ambitious cousins. With their pride wounded, but their adrenaline still burning, the Kelvaris siblings are ready to prove they're not just contenders in the G.A.R.D.E.N. They're the ones to beat.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's where we are now.
Yeah, let's go.
So I feel as though this opens... We agreed that we don't get like a day's full rest or anything between these simulations, as it is and we maintain the stats for better or worse going from simulation to simulation. But we did get a little bit of a break, and I feel as though we definitely got some drinks and massages to like soothe the body from the aches and pains of the simulation. And yeah, we'll begin a session. As we just did our big recap there. And I'd like to envision that the two of us are walking back into that chamber. We closed last session with the garden like dimming, and we seeing the scoreboard, and it now illuminates once more, and we hear the voice of Arc. Welcome, Selene Kelvaris and Dorian Kelvaris. The G.A.R.D.E.N awaits you. And the two chamber pods of which we were in open up with a flash of cold steam that smells a bit minty.
That's actually what we requested.
Yes, we requested.
There's a scent you can so we decided on mint.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Yeah, Dorian's shaking his shoulders. He's rubbing his jaw a little bit where he got hit. All right.
Are you ready, brother? We will outperform ourselves from yesterday. Yes? And my hand is on his shoulder.
I am full rocket. Let's do this.
Let us proceed.
We step into the pods. They close. The apparatus goes over our heads once more, and the world of physically disappears from us. And we are back in that black and neon green grid, apparating into our forms. This time, the terrain is not the blue district. The terrain transforms into something more industrial, and large structures begin to take form. Bit by bit, we begin to see several starships, large, small, elegant, rustic, aggressive, and some maybe a little bit garish, begin to apparate, and we are in a hangar bay. And all on the western side is a glass wall overlooking a vast expanse of stars and the cosmos itself. The temperature begins to drop, and our outfits, as they begin to apparate, are taking on more of a travel sense. Not too dissimilar from our training gear, but now with protective overcoats and... And I'm going to say, before I continue, I would like for you to describe our personal family starship as it begins to take form within the G.A.R.D.E.N.
Is this one of the garish ones?
I mean, it is
No,
Venture.
yeah, Venture actually. Ours is a ship called Venture. I wouldn't say it's garish. I think it's supposed to be it's designed to be unassuming, and it's designed to look, it looks sleek and new, but it doesn't look, there's no like I don't, yeah, it's not garish at all. There's no like gold lining or anything like that. But we want it to look a little bit more stealthy. And but you can see there are lines on it, like throughout it. And those are for the hidden compartments inside. It looks defenseless, but it has those are the panels, the lines that shape the panels, to reveal hidden weapons if need be. And then you can see Venture. Yeah, only if need be, which is, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I also pictured Venture as rather probably small and more pragmatic looking, and looks sleek and smooth, but is very unassuming. And
yeah, it looks like, how do I explain it? I have the image of it, but it looks like, I'm gonna try to explain it first and then show the image.
Okay.
It looks like a mouse, like a computer mouse. That's I hope that makes sense. But the way that it's shaped, and then it has the wings that protrude from the sides of it. It looks, like I said, new and sleek, but nothing too. It's not a huge warship, but it is a large enough ship. It has like a very nice galley inside, and different. There's a training area in one side of it. There is our living quarters inside. Would you say, I haven't watched Star Trek, but is that what the ships look like in Star Trek? I don't know.
Somewhat. They're okay. Just like other sci-fi shows, all different shapes and sizes. But I imagine ours is meant for, could do long distance travel if need be, with all the provisions required, and the top of the line tech, which would have been implemented by Kelvaris Dynamics, and probably a little bit of Dorian as well.
Okay. So did you understand what I meant when I said it looks like a mouse?
It's smooth and kind of like almost kind of weirdly egg-shaped, but kind of angular at the front with little batarang wings on the sides.
I just don't. I mean, here I have a mouse here. It looks like this.
Yeah,
that's what I say, with wings.
Yeah, very sci-fi.
Yeah.
And that is our ship coming to fruition. With that, we begin to hear the cold yet calm, elegant voice of Ark. For the second trial of your tending to the garden, it is a vow of diplomacy. Your task is as follows. There is a renegade warship run by exiled Greys out in the expanse. These Greys have stolen property from our homeworld and have made demands for more supplies on threat of violence. Your task is to escort an ambassador across the stars to assist in negotiating a terms of truce between our homeworld and the exiled Greys.
Okay.
You will be scored based on the safety, demeanor, and condition of both your ship and the ambassador, who I will inform you will be a live proctor for this part. And as Ark says that,
of course,
we begin to see a third person begin to take form. As we are looking to explore connection moves and exploration moves in this simulation.
Okay. So adventure moves that will come into play.
If need be, yes.
Probably.
They will likely come into play.
Okay. Quest? Swear an
Quest
Iron
will...
Vow, maybe?
Yep,
Okay.
Swear an Iron Vow will be there and reach a milestone. Those will be a constant now that we have passed the basics. We're looking at connection moves.
Connection? Okay.
And we're also looking at exploration moves. Those are the main ones we're going to be trying to play with today.
So exploration is make a discovery, and
undertake an expedition, explore a waypoint, finish the expedition, and then just like combat, they have their fast travel role, which is set a course.
Is that set of courses like fast travel? That's what that is.
That's kind of how I understood the description of it. Undertake an expedition is going on a route you are unfamiliar with that could be dangerous or hazardous. and setting a courses, you know the path. There are still hazards and such, but you follow a known route rather than an unknown route.
Okay, sounds good. Connection. I have my move cards here. Where's yours at?
Oh, they're right here in the tome and the dome.
Okay. Listen, I admit the dome is cooler, but you don't have a laminator now, do you?
No.
Okay.
I will accept that your laminator is cool, and I will also accept the compliment that you think my dome is cool.
Okay. Sounds good. So it sounds like adventure and quest will come into play kind of naturally, but we are trying to explicitly focus on exploration.
Correct.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Then I have all those ready in front of me.
Perfect. So, this third person begins to apparate, and we see a older woman with an angular face, with beautiful bunned hair tied up in the back, with a high collar of gold and orange trimmed, long flowing sort of ambassador's gown, befit with a golden breastplate, elegant and protective. Her arms disappear within the robe. Okay. We would know her just from passing and our parents dealing with a lot of the politicians. This is Ambassador Miranda Albrecht.
Okay.
And she will be our connection for this game. But what I will say is when we begin this interaction, we can play with the make a connection move and just see how well we do with that to sort of decide how that goes.
Okay. How do you spell her last name?
Albrecht.
What color is she?
I would say she's of a more like a light brownish skin.
Oh, I meant in the cast.
Oh, she's a gold. I apologize. I think you're asking about that as well.
I would say an ethnicity if I meant that one.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
You're good.
I like a gold. I overthought the problem and gave an overcomplicated answer.
Brown skin, I believe.
I thought the image I had for her.
Perfect. Miranda Albrecht. Is that how you say it?
Albrecht.
Oh, so you pronounce the T. Got it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or as we would address her, Ambassador Albrecht.
Got it. Okay.
And I'm going to say that her we'll set her difficulty when we roll and see how it goes.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that being as this is our second simulation, Ark has ticked the difficulty of our Iron Vow to formidable for this one, which means marking progress is only 1 tick.
1 tick?
Not 1 tick, 1 box.
One box. Okay, 1 tick. I was like, she's epic.
Too many boxes. Too many boxes.
So many boxes. Okay, one more time, can you remind me, like, the task?
Your task is to escort Ambassador Albrecht across the stars safely to negotiate truce between the renegade warship run by the exiled Greys of the frontier. They have agreed to meet on a neutral planet called Florius. It is within the Outlands between our homeworld and their warship.
Okay.
You will be scored on your safety, demeanor, and condition of your ship, as well as the ambassador. Is that correct, Ambassador Albrecht? And at that point, she has fully apparated. She's gone from pixelated, 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, full 40K HD.
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow looks better than we do in the quality of the image.
I'm like, we're real, right? She's not real. I go to touch her. No, I don't touch her.
No. Yes, Ark. That will be all. Thank you. Greetings, Kelvara siblings.
And greetings to you, Miss Albrecht.
Bows. Yeah. Rise you up, children. Your parents speak very highly of you. I was truly filled with delight to be the proctor for your exam.
And we're honored to have you as our proctor.
And she touches her wrist where a golden bracelet sits, and a small hologram comes out to show like the Outlands, which is the vast but far more frontier-like part of the Forge.
Yeah.
where travel is a little more hazardous and where exiles, dangerous cosmic things could be, as cosmic storms, whatever you want to have, are out there much more. And that is where the stolen warship was taken by these exiled Greys.
Okay, I see.
I was given a signal from the commander of the renegades. When we are within a close vicinity of Florius, we will be given exact coordinates to the planet, and where upon it we will meet with them. Again, as long as we are comfortable and we are concise, we should be able to do this without any issue. And she gives a smile.
That is our goal, isn't it, dear brother? I look over to Dorian.
Yes, of course. Ambassador, we'll make sure you are comfortable, and we are skilled in assisting you in the arts of negotiation. Yes. For sometimes you will learn that words are far deadlier than any blaster or blade. And she smiles for a little too long when she says that.
Selene doesn't believe that, but she will smile. Of course, Ambassador.
Very well, and I believe this is where one of us can roll to swear the Iron Vow, which for this simulation is
it doesn't matter who.
To assist the ambassador. That's the whole thing. We assist the ambassador with getting her there safely.
Yeah.
Keeping her safe during negotiations. That's all we have to do.
Okay. Easy peasy.
Yeah, no problem.
Just don't roll a miss, please.
Alrighty, so swearing the Iron Vow.
Okay. Who would like to do that?
I believe I'm trying to remember which one of us did it for the first trial. I think it was me.
Didn't we both do it?
Oh yeah, we both did it.
Yeah, we both signed the sheet.
We both signed the sheet.
The blues were like.
This time, an emblem hovers over the planet, and we're supposed to tap our Kelvaris badges so that our emblems apparate into the hologram to designate that we approve, and then it sort of spirals and expands and glows into a bright light and then dissipates into glitter, saying that the contract has been made.
I believe that we say the gold mantra when we do our vows.
Yes, we do.
So what's the name of this vow? Just that it's kind of like the thing. Once this is complete, we know like the simulation is over. So
provide security and assistance to Ambassador Albrecht.
Okay. So provide security and assistance. I'll just say to the ambassador.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is formidable.
This will be formidable.
Okie dokie. Okay, it's in there.
Okay. She awaits. You will now say the golden oath, and we will seal this contract.
Of course.
Yes. And he'll look at you, and I guess I'll begin it. Strength is duty.
Duty is order.
Order is golden.
It's just gold.
Order is gold.
It's not going to sound in sync until we record the official session. So just everybody who's listening, imagine that we said it at the same time.
Not trying to like time it with each other.
Order
is gold.
Slow motion. Okay. She's looking at us children. Okay.
All right. So we roll.
It is in
heart. So I'm happy to roll heart for this. I have a 2 in heart.
Go ahead, roll heart. And let's see how this goes.
Yes.
Oh,
a weak hit.
But you can burn momentum.
I could burn momentum, but let's see. Weak hit, you are determined, but begin your quest with more questions and answer. Take one path and envision what you find on the path forward.
You could be emboldened.
I'm gonna hold on to my momentum. I'm gonna save it for a really bad roll. I'm gonna take the weak hit and take the +1 momentum. Okay. And what I think happens here is I think Dorian clocks when Ambassador Albrecht smiles and says, words are more powerful than a blaster and a blade. And I says, so you are an expert, Ambassador, in negotiations of these sorts of things. How often do we actually, as we're walking onto the ship and getting comfortable, I think he's like, how often is it that we actually do try to negotiate with brigands and vagabonds outside of the expanse of the homeworld?
I think she would say, this is something we do very often. It's not something we'd like to get out in the open, so, as it were. It's something that is quite private. If a lot of people knew that we did this, I think there would be riots in the street. Oh, people think we will be loosening the chain, as it were.
Right. And I did read somewhere that statistically it appears as though of all the castes, it is the Greys that seem to defect more than any other.
It must be a thing of the brain, something in their mind. Something goes wrong, and I'm here, and other of my caste are here to correct that in the best way possible.
The best way possible, I think. The the elusiveness of the way that she's speaking about it is like, the politician's answer.
Yes, exactly. She would say retire, and they could retire. And
yes, that's I suppose a very final decision. Thank you, and I look forward to escorting you with my sister and learning the ways of golden negotiations.
Watch me, children, and you will learn beyond your wildest dreams. She kind of walks up regally.
Oh yeah, I think her cloak has an automatic ability to billow behind her, even though there's no wind in here. It just looks fancy.
I think there's a little puff of air that is made in the cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody definitely made that.
So we have our quest, and then we can do our make a connection to reach out to a relationship with her, and we'll see where that lands.
Make a connection, you say?
Yes, so that we can establish a connection with Ambassador Albrecht.
Okay. Connection. Oh, here we go. Sorry. So when you search out a new relationship or give focus to an existing relationship, not an ally or companion, roll plus heart. Okay, so this is us trying to make a connection with her.
Correct.
Okay. I don't think it matters, right? It could be
either one of us that can do this, because we're both sort of like, in my head, envisioning like learning under her a little bit, and also trying to maintain decorum with her, because not only is she our proctor, but also she knows our parents.
True. But Selene doesn't really believe in words are the best. She's like, listen, I've gotten so much done with these.
Yeah, I think Dory's like watching you roll your eyes at it, and is like,
don't do that in front of her.
Let me do. I'll do the talking then. And
of course.
And I think if you are cool with that, again, Dorian's happy to take the lead and trying to at least start the relationship with her.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're starting it, and I'll do my best to help maintain it.
Okay. And this will be with heart.
It says give them a roll and a rank. Oh, I see. So we would make a connection for them. Got it.
Correct. Roll plus heart, which is going to be right here. Heart.
Hey, a weak hit.
A weak hit. So as above for a strong hit, so we create the connection, give them a roll and rank. Whenever your connection aids you on a move closely associated with their roll, add a +1 and take a momentum on a hit. As above for weak hit, but this connection comes with a complication or cost. Envision what they reveal or demand, which I guess does make sense. So I put into our simulation that the progress for this connection with the ambassador will be set at dangerous, not at formidable. This would be, we can set this one at dangerous.
Dangerous?
Yeah.
And then what do we call, I'll call it ambassador. Okay. Albrecht.
And I would say, based that she's an ambassador, I would say any time we're dealing with anything involving diplomacy or negotiations, that she could give us that benefit of a +1.
Okay. Diplomacy. That makes sense.
Yeah. And what does she reveal or demand? I have an idea. If you are,
let's hear it.
Not to give you any pressure, children. As she gets herself comfortable and like within like behind where the pilot's cockpit area is, where like the general common area is, there's a very luxurious armoire setup.
Yeah.
She gets herself comfortable, and she's brought a thing of tea and some like little like potpourri like snacks from Icarus, who's inside the ship, like doing that sort of like maintenance care. I have been a proctor for the G.A.R.D.E.N for over a decade, and I'm told I'm a little harsh when it comes to punctuality. And if I'm not mistaken, your first foray did not go as efficient. And she like there's like a gasp in her breath when she says efficient, as you would have hoped. So I hope you change tactics and perhaps approach this one with a bit more formality and professionalism that begets the Kelvaris name. And she takes a sip.
I assure you we will be professional. That's what we usually are, Ambassador. And we only came in second. There's a long list behind us.
No excuses, only results.
Well, of course.
Like, I see the eye contact and Dorian's in the back, just like, like waiting, like do not engage.
Where did she get this tea? Came out of nowhere. She like pulled it from out of under her cloak.
Well, it wouldn't be too far if I say as a proctor, she's probably aware of our progress and things. So
yeah, no, I know.
Oh yeah. So we have that connection, and now the last thing we're going to do is the exploration move. As we begin, as the lights within Venture begin to illuminate, I would say probably like a cool cerulean blue sort of hue to it, with instead of like in addition to like fluorescent lights to kind of illuminate everything where the deck is, the navigation, everything up in the front.
So this is you said exploration. So is this undertaken expedition?
This would be undertaken expedition.
Okay.
So our expedition is to Florius.
Okay.
For the negotiations.
I can get in I'll be in the cockpit then and put in the
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you probably are the pilot, and Dorian would be like the co-pilot / like mechanic person, like dealing with the systems.
Right. Okay. So undertake an expedition when you trailblaze a route through perilous space, journey over hazardous terrain, or survey a mysterious site. Give the expedition a name and a rank. Okay, do you want to do that? Should we put it in the shared sheet?
Yes, let's put it in the shared sheet.
Okay, then for each segment of the expedition, envision your approach. If you move at speed, keep under roll plus edge. Okay. I think we're trying to move at speed because she kept mentioning punctuality.
Yes.
So I'm going to roll plus edge. Put us into hyperdrive.
Okay.
Let's see.
And I'm going to mark that one at dangerous as well, because that's only part of our total vow, which is to get her there safely and then help negotiate the peace.
It's only part. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm going to roll plus edge.
Go for it.
Are you having a trouble? Oh, it's because my sheet was open. Okay, there we go. I don't have any assets, so boom. I think that's a weak hit. Yes. Hey. Okay. Not bad. Weak hit as above, but this progress costs you. Choose one. Suffer costs en route. You can make a suffer move or 2 suffer moves. Wait, make a suffer move -2 or 2 suffer moves -1. Oh, I see.
And so that way you deduct something by one thing by 2 or 2 things by 1.
Or we can face peril at the waypoint and vision what you encounter. Nope. I'm going to do some suffer moving. I'm going to, I think, not my health. I think, if my spirit goes down to 2, does that make sense? Or maybe supply goes down 1, spirit goes down 1. We've used a lot.
I would say supply as well, because after hearing the ambassador talk about, you better not be slow on this one. I think we probably maybe exhaust the ship a little faster than we would have liked.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's a nice ship, but I think I was putting it past, and just trying to go a little too fast, and
Yeah.
so supplies
All right,
down.
so let's take the departure of and the ship
Yeah,
goes flying out.
she was like punctuality. The cup tips a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
I think it actually is more interesting if she is like completely still. Like you scoot back a little bit. She's like
Yeah.
completely just like
Oh, she keeps it balanced. She's doesn't spill a drop.
not a drop.
Mm-hmm.
Picture a class, this lady. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with that.
Love it. And
Okay,
that's
so
golden
we
etiquette for you.
oh yeah, she's the picture. Okay. So we give it a name. We give it a name and a rank. So we're not there yet.
Oh no, we did give it. I gave it a name and a rank for us.
Okay, what's the rank?
The rank for the expedition to Florius is dangerous. So each mark of progress will be 2 boxes.
Okay. So that was just to get us started then.
Correct.
Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is where I'm not confused, but I'm like, okay, so what do we do next?
From here, we could roll the same thing of undertake an expedition. We can decide, and then based on the success or failure of that roll, we could discover a waypoint to explore while happening here. And I also thought that this could also be while we're traveling in space. If one of us wants to switch off the undertaking an expedition roll, the other person could try to work on connection and discussing terms of negotiations with the ambassador, so that we could potentially the moves in connection develop a relationship is similar to marking progress if you do something, where like if you have a good RP session with them and you discover something about them, that could be a chance to do that. And then depending on how, if we do poorly, testing the relationship happens if there's conflict, betrayal, or circumstance with the person we have a bond with.
I see.
So I sort of see that as an opportunity where you've rolled the expedition. We are now on the expedition, and now as we move forward, we would mark progress and such as we go. But because you got a weak hit, we did reach a waypoint. So what we could do is we could.
But that's not the actual finished point, right?
Correct. No, it's sort of like a the way I picture it is even like from the old Star Wars movies, like you go hyperspace, you kind of leap, and then you're sort of in another sector of space, exploring that a little bit as the ship recharges hyperdrive, and you go to the next spot.
Oh,
sort of like how I picture it in my brain.
It's so step by step. You're not just rolling undertake an expedition and then you're automatically there.
No, it's sort of like you're hitting checkpoints.
Oh, okay. I guess it could turn into just a thing of continuously rolling this then.
Correct. If need be, but here we do have that there is a. Let's see, we did reach a waypoint, so there is an option here where we could divert from the expedition to examine a notable location.
But that's what I think Nick was saying, that like that's if we like turned a corner and just like there's a room, start looking through this room. But I don't think we're doing that. We're not like diverting from our path.
No, I don't think we are. I think we're gonna keep. I think we would keep moving from here, or if anything, we could use this opportunity to talk to the ambassador a little bit, as we, and take a moment to paint the picture. I think we have left Homeworld, and we are now in sort of like the first sort of threshold of the Forge itself, and we can see our homeworld far in the distance, far, far away.
Okay, so real quick, we reach a waypoint, invisible location, mark progress per the rank. So we didn't mark progress, so that's just
all right. Yep, that's just 1 progress, so you get 2 boxes.
Okay, cool. Dorian, do you really want me to talk to her? Maybe you can soften her up a bit.
Okay, how about this? If
she can
you keep this leg of it, you keep us steady on the ship, and I'll sit and talk to her. But if we want to do well, she's gonna have to like both of us. This is how, unfortunately, we have to curry favor with other golds in this sort of way. We have to.
I mean, I know, but Father's always the one that's doing the talking, and me and Mother just stand off to the side, looking pretty.
You two both are good. Look good at, yeah. You make. Like he's a little nervous.
Are you sure? He's
like, yes, you look very pretty, Selene.
Thank you.
But okay, but I think we need to really treat this with honey before there's any hint of vinegar, in our opinion.
Oh, brother, I'm made of honey. But I'll let you go first. And goes, like, turns her chair back to the front and looks out.
Yeah. So I think while Selene is sitting there working on the coordinates for the next jump to the waypoint, Dorian will go back to the ambassador and scoot up a spot and sit with her and be like, I hope that the first sleep has been comfortable, and I hope that Icarus here has been providing you with any essential drinks or sustenance that you might require.
How old is this tea?
Oh, well, this actually is... he looks at the one that's there, and he sees that it's one of the older citrusy ones. Actually, that is a little bit aged, only because that can not only be an excellent tea to awaken the senses with the citrusy flavors within, but Father gave me an old secret where you could actually blend that into some mulled wine in the colder seasons, and it is both stimulating to the body, it clears any sort of blockage in the sinuses or anything like that, but also is quite delicious. If anything, I can have Icarus warm up the drink, and you can try it warmed with wine.
No, thank you. I'd like to keep a clear head.
Right. Perhaps as a celebration upon our brilliant success.
I'm sorry. I do not drink tea as a form of success.
No. I was saying the wine could be for celebration.
Of course.
And then he tries to think about something to say, and that moment is like, we have heard of your great exploits on the political stage. Mother and Father have talked very highly of you.
See your eyes light up a little bit.
Yeah. Mother and Father have talked about your the way you are with words on the debate floor is akin to one of the most elegant dances on the stages of the most illustrious Violet theaters.
That is what they said of me.
Well,
Yes.
Father does tend to wax ecstatic, and Mother just agreeing, but yes.
Well, Magnus is always a good man. He's always someone you want on your side. In your corner.
He's been in my corner since the day I was born.
Well, you should be very grateful that you have him.
Oh, the cosmos themselves could not contest the devotion that my sister and I have to our family.
Celine's like, yes. That's all.
Isn't that right, Selene?
Yes. I love my dear father. Where was I? Okay, and, coordinate 820.1.
As you can see, Selene is very dedicated to making sure that we arrive both punctual and safe.
Yes. As I tell my students in my weekly classes on Mondays, punctuality is success. And success above all is what we strive for.
That's rather true. If you need to show up if you're going to ever succeed, so that's the first step.
And show up on time.
Exactly.
I once had a pupil who showed up 2 minutes early, and you know what I said?
You
That is 2 minutes too late. If you want to be on time, you must be at least 15 minutes early.
Ah, yes, to wager against any sort of potential impedance.
There are many people who would want to see you fail.
Me specifically, or just in general?
They would want to see you falter, and if you showed up on time, she says in quotation marks, let's say the class starts at 10. If you show up at 10, you show up to fail, because someone has already beat you there.
Then I suppose I'm going to set my clocks 15 to 20 minutes early than it actually is. That
Smart
way,
man.
I'll never be too late to be early.
Smart man. Well, I'd be very joyous to see you in one of my classes. I heard you have one of the brightest minds in the Gold cast.
Oh, I'm sure. I thank you for the kind words. I wanted to try to tend to the garden with Selene, and to do so I had to exceed a few grades of study, and took some accelerated exams, and, well, as you said, I guess I arrived a few years early to this exam, you might say.
I would indeed.
Quite like with the speed of Mercury.
Your name, Dorian Calvaris, is one that is passed around. But if I can be honest...
You may. Absolutely. I would be humbled by your honesty.
It is sometimes on the lips of sour tongues.
If I
So
may,
that is why I advise you to be 15 minutes early. Do you understand what I mean? What I really mean.
Golden. I thank you for this free seminar of wisdom.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to absorbing as much knowledge as I can into the old Dorian Dome to use as wonderful assets to the Golden Society.
You are a wonderful asset indeed. And I think you could develop the relationship.
I would say so. We can look at the move real quick. Yeah, when you complete a quest, leverage their help, give them something of worth, share a profound moment, stand with them. I would say definitely shared a profound moment. They're kind of talking a little bit.
Yeah. Did you understand what she said when she said 15 minutes early? What did she really mean?
You want to get the first shot in. You want to be prepared for anything, so you want to get that's sort of how Dorian's taking the thing. You need to be prepared for anything, so you have to be acting. You have to be acting 15 minutes before your enemies can even think to act. Is how he thinks of it. It might not be correct, but that's how I thought of it.
It's not a bad way to take it. No. So you've done a few. I would say you've sharing a profound moment. Yeah. So you can mark progress per the rank of the connection.
Alrighty. We have marked progress with her.
If you already share a bond, do not mark progress. Instead, roll plus their rank. Oh, okay. Well,
Perfect.
Now going forward, we will roll plus rank, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. So I think after that scene, Dorian walks back to I'm going to go check with Selene on the progress to our next jump. And he's going to walk into where his seat is in the front, hit a few of the things to keep the temperature nice and comfortable in the lobby, sort of lounge area. And sort of take a deep breath, and as Selene could definitely see his face is flush and sort of running logistics in his head a mile a minute.
How did the situation go, brother?
Oh, simply illustrious. She is just as dangerous as I anticipated she would be.
Dangerous?
Father had another name for the diplomacy flaws. He called them the Lion's Den, and I can see we are in the presence of a matriarch of sorts.
Lion's Den, more like a snake, like viper's pit. I don't want to get bitten. How about, okay, we are on the second leg of our expedition, and so if you can just sit back, buckle in, and I will get us one step closer.
Golden sister.
Quickly, as our guest would like to. Okay, so I'm going to undertake an expedition again.
Yep.
I believe. Okay. So I'm going to roll plus edge because I am trying to be quick.
Yeah, trying to be fast.
Oh! Yes! Strong hit, boy! Okay, strong hit. So you reach a waypoint, envision the location, and mark progress per the rank. Okay, can you mark progress?
I will go ahead and do that.
So we're probably we're almost there. We're about
halfway there.
40% there, technically. Okay, brother, no issues so far here in the void, I guess. Of
course.
Do you want to go talk to her again?
And
you see her eyes pleading with you.
Well, I seem to go check the supply of tea to make certain, I think I left a few of our more aged things there. I had to cover that. So while I do that and make sure that the fuel and everything is ready for the next jump, perhaps strike up a conversation with her a little bit. She seems rather fond of our parents. Perhaps I talked a bit about father. Maybe talk a bit about mother. Who knows? Cosmos guide you.
Right.
And like he immediately spins and like doesn't make eye contact anymore, and like brings up the hologram and like looks at the inventory and checking the fuel supplies, the shield, everything's like loaded and good to go.
What did we decide our mother's name was?
I believe we agreed on Lucinda.
Okay. So you're staying up in the cockpit area?
I think, yeah, this time he'll stay in the cockpit, and then we'll frequently go and like check the inventory of the tea. So like he'll keep an eye out for you to be like, in the event this goes poorly, he can try to swoop in and salvage the situation if it looks like you're sinking.
So she's not intimidated by much, but her mentor Cassian, yes, but anyway, so she's gonna go. You see her like finger hesitant over the button that opens up the doors to the cockpit. Near the. Oh, hello, Miss Albrecht. She goes to like sit down nearby.
Miss Selene, I am most impressed thus far with your skill behind the vessel.
Yes, one must be prepared at all times.
Yes, preparation is key. I'm glad that your parents have raised you well with good knowledge.
They certainly have. How is your trip going so far? I hope you're most comfortable. If there's anything I can grab you.
I am at the moment composed of myself. My humors are balanced. My constitution as well. Not a single bump on this trip thus far. No spilt tea of any sort. And according to, she looks upwards at nothing. According to the powers that be, it appears though you are moving ahead of schedule.
Yes. While we are in training, as young as we are, there's a lot of simulations, a lot of trips that we must take, and I have practiced a lot inside of this starship.
Truly. That is most impressive. You spend your time training, even in your free time. Tell me, yes. Selena. I do know that that your mother, Lucinda, does take time to appreciate culture and music, and I've been told you have tailed behind us since your younger days.
Yes, I have indeed.
What is it that you fancy? Tell me.
I love to train.
Dear, self-betterment is quite admirable, and I commend you for your integrity, but
yes,
we must differentiate ourselves from all the other cases. Forgive me, but the tone of the candor of your voice is coming off a bit blue, if you understand my gesture.
I'm certainly not blue. I am as gold as they come.
It's a turn of phrase, darling.
Of course.
We as golds must appreciate all aspects of life and elevate them to a level of illustrious grandeur so that everyone remembers why we are where we are and how much effort we put into that power and that grace.
I just hope you're not insinuating that my training is not up to the gold standard, which it certainly is.
Oh, not at all. I am simply saying there is more to life than your training, child.
I think that you would be someone who appreciates someone who spends so much time perfecting a craft to make them the best that they can be. I assume that's what you have done, Miss Albrecht.
Yes, of course. I have learned many skills in my line of work, but I have also gone to understand the people of each color and each caste. I have also gone to appreciate art, music, dance. Those are things that can actually be an excellent asset in the arts of diplomacy. For you see,
I have no desire to be a diplomat, thank you.
There's a small twinge in her like face as you say that.
And then I think Dorian kind of comes in.
Yeah, Dorian's like he's like sitting there like looking at you being like
I'll see you. I'll see you. Now just kind of,
Yeah.
just the slightest of eye nods.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was not insinuating that you follow the same path as me, dear child. I know you have your own ambitions. Your parents speak very highly of your skills and where you desire to go. I am simply saying your brawn alone is not going to get you out of every situation. It is good to understand how to talk to people. And if you want to understand how to read people, you have to be able to talk to them. And sometimes it's like a dance. Small talk is but the overture.
Okay, I understand.
And once you break through the first dance, then you can learn more about the vulnerabilities and exploit them. They bear their hearts, their desires.
Yes.
That is why I ask, what sort of things fancy you? What do you do to give yourself diversion? Give yourself time to yourself to enjoy the luxury of the life that was blessed to you.
She starts to think. She's trying to. It's like, do I have to
Dorian's
make up
listening. Dorian's listening. Like, he's like, what? He's like doing.
Do I have to make up an answer? I frequent the Violet sector often. They have very beautiful orchestras there. I do enjoy that. But I admit that I could go there more. But to go back to your analogy, I guess I have 2 left feet, and I should practice to dance.
Exactly, dear. For 2 left feet, two left feet might get you killed.
Of course. And I should probably heed your advice and practice my choreography.
Exactly. And I think, should you pass expectations, I would be more than happy to take you on a bit of a tour of some of the finer things in the Violet District. The Talon's Muse have been quite the upstart of musicians and singers. They are holding quite a few concerts coming up. I would be delighted to have you as a guest in my box seat.
Of course, I would never deny an offer like this.
Of course. But
yes,
you are going to have to present yourself as a lady of the Golden Society.
Do I not present myself like that now? I am nothing but gold.
She smiles and she leans up and looks you in the eyes and touches your cheek. Dear one, you have so much to learn. But I think you have the constitution for it. And gently taps it and sits back. I am rather famished. Where's that floating pseudopod with do we have anything savory to consume?
Oh, of course. I'll go get it. Gets up. You see her doing that thing again. She's wringing her hands, and you could see that. Immediately that's her stress.
Yeah, Dorian's looking at you, and he actually goes and he hits a button under the compartment because he's back in the pilot's area, and he gets there's a series of little knickknacks and tools, and he grabs a squeezy little crescent moon. It's like a stress ball, and on it he put Selene, and he hands it to you softly. There's no words. I know you're upset. You need to do that, and it kind of helps.
It pops.
Oh no! That's a good thing I bought half a dozen of those.
Perfect. Should I roll develop the relationship?
Yeah, I would say that marks progress because I think that there was a conversation there where she was trying to get. Do you understand what she was trying to say? You have to learn the art of negotiation is all about how important small talk is. So it's good to kind of have things to BS with people about.
Yeah, and we know that Selene does want to get better at that.
Yes.
But she's not so good. I think she gets better once Dex comes into her life.
Mm-hmm.
So if you already share a bond, roll plus their rank. And hers is formidable, so roll +3.
Well, I would say, hang on. I think with connection, developing the relationship. Well, I guess we're trying to focus on an existing one. So yeah, go for it. And we can add the 1 from her.
It says roll plus their rank.
Their rank is dangerous, so that's 2.
Oh, why did I think she was formidable? She feels formidable.
The iron vow with her is formidable.
Oh, okay. She feels epic. I'm kidding. Okay, so that's just a 2. So roll plus their rank. So what does that mean? Roll plus their rank.
Roll plus their rank. I would say probably their rank is dangerous. So it's 2, and we have 2 on there. So I would assume it's roll plus 2.
I know, but is it a progress roll, or am I just rolling? Am I doing an action roll?
Let me see here. I would say, even with the connection, I would say, if anything, you might have just developed the relationship a little more so, rather than having to do the make a connection move.
Oh no, I'm not doing the make a connection move. I'm doing the develop your relationship.
Oh, so that we just mark progress immediately. We don't have to roll for it. Because we RP'd learning a little more about it. But if anything, I would say we could also mark progress on our vow because we have gotten about halfway to our destination.
Oh, okay. So if you already share a bond with the connection, we're not at bond status. Once we're finished, then she's a bond.
Correct.
And it's like sealed. Okay, I think I understand that now. So
yes, and then she becomes a legacy bond. Yes.
So you may mark per the rank. So we can do. Oh, I see. So if we go like this.
Yes.
And then forging a bond, that's when we would roll.
Based on her progress, similar to finishing a vow and all that good stuff.
Got it. Okay.
And I'm going to at least I'm going to say with getting halfway there, that's a 1 mark of progress for the vow. Oh, and okay. I think also keeping her entertained between us both doing a little RP with her, I would also argue that that's 1 more mark of progress for the vow.
Or for this entire vow, because the vow is provide security and assistance to the
so
ambassador.
Like we're keeping her comfortable, we're keeping her safe, and we're like talking to her and getting to know her.
Okay.
I would argue 1 for each of our interactions with her so far.
Okay. So should I make another expedition move?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. Expedition, that will be a +3 as I'm trying to move with speed. Let's go! 6. I think that's a weak hit. Yes. So weak hit. We reach a waypoint, but it costs us.
It costs us, but we also get to mark progress. So I'll mark the progress for us, and you decide if we're going to suffer more points or if we're going to deal with some kind of peril.
Oh. If we have a peril, I don't know what it is. I think
we could roll in the Oracle, perhaps. Is there an Oracle
we
for
could.
Peril?
So that was undertake. It was face a peril at the waypoint. Envision what you encounter. So we're at a new waypoint. But there's a peril.
There's a spaceborne peril. There's the space encounter oracles. If you go into there, they have spaceborne peril, which we can do one of those and figure out what that is.
Yeah.
We're moving fast.
Yeah. Okay, so let's roll. Let's do it.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, where is that at?
If you go into the moves and then to oracles, let me pull it up here.
Oh, space.
Space encounters, and then down there they have spaceborne peril.
So spaceborne peril. Shockwave or gravity wave approaches.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh, maybe we we land
in the next area, and there happens to be some sort of like cosmic storm that is forcing like a gravitational pull.
Okay, I'll say over the comms. Apologies, Miss Albrecht. We are coming into heavy gravity waves. Please hold on to your seats.
Yeah, I suppose I might as well put this on. And she actually pulls the harness over and hits it, and it elegantly goes around her outfit. And she sits and she puts a little cover
legs
on her
are still
tea.
Crossed.
Yeah, legs are still crossed. She's holding the tea, taking a sip, leans the seat back just a little bit, like completely like fine.
So is that it? That's all that happens, or?
I would say that, and then I think from there, I would argue that we would probably have to that there would be a face danger roll here, because we're trying to avoid damage to the ship as well to make sure we get a good score, and a gravity wave or shockwave might damage the ship. So I think we have to deal with that. Yeah, deal with that ordeal before we can try to make an expedition move again.
Okay, I'm handling the ship. Is there anything you can do, like technically, that can help?
What I can do is what I'll do is I'm going to roll check your gear. I'm
Okay.
going to go into the inventory of the ship to see if I can find some supplies to bolster our defenses to and put it towards our mobility to prevent a gravitational pull from detracting our trajectory, like pulling our ship towards more of the cosmic storm,
Okay.
so that you have more stability.
Okay, so this is roll plus supply.
Yep. But I do have a high momentum, so in the event this goes poorly, I do have that to burn.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so Dorian's like checking everything. He's pulling up the inventory and the supplies and seeing where he can divert power. And yeah, we're gonna roll supply. See how we do.
Hey, I think that's a strong hit.
Oh yeah.
You have it.
You have it and are ready to act. Take 1 momentum. Oh baby, I am sitting at a 10.
Yep, I'm still at 3.
That's all right. I'm the insurance policy.
That's fine.
We have our narrative Deus Ex Machina if we need it, and his name is Dorian. Yeah, he pulls up. All right, we have some extra pieces here, and I'm going to divert it to the thrusters so that we can have better mobility getting out of here. And
Thank you, brother.
And I would argue that gives you a +1 to this face danger.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. That's going to
with
help
a strong
me.
hit. And I would say before we find out how we get out of this gravitational storm, we take our first little break.
We are back.
We are back, which completes the take a break move.
Yes. Okay, so we took our few deep breaths and took some time to rest our bodies and our minds for a second. Reflected on what just happened, how it made us feel.
Yeah, and feel how we're doing so far. I think we're doing pretty all right.
Yeah, we're doing great. I just got to do. Wait, let me make this face danger move, and then
let's do the face danger move. Which you would get a +1 from my check supply strong hit, and you would also take the +1 from the take a break move. So you get at least a +2 to whatever you're going to do here.
Yes. Okay. I am trying to get out of this. Like, I think she's just trying to shoot through this shockwave.
Oh, like punch right through it, like between like the I feel like it's like thrumming pulses of gravitational shockwaves. So like if we we can thrust between them.
So I think she is just trying to be agile and speed. So I'm going to roll plus edge.
And +2.
+2. Okay. Let's go.
Oh, baby!
This strong hit with the match. Oh my god! I feel like. Oh my god! I feel amazing. Oh my god! Yes! Yes. Okay.
That was magnanimous.
That was great. This is fantastic. The situation is managed. We get out
like a monarch, baby.
I know. This is this where she gets the nickname? Is this the strong hit with the match? Is this the moment where she gets the monarch? Is this it?
I think so. I'm sort of seeing like without the tragedy of like what happens in the actual scene, but like that scene from the last Jedi, where like the hyperdrive punches through and everything goes black and white and it's silent. I think it's sort of cinematic like that, where like I sort of like I close my eyes, but like Selene doesn't, but like it's like a silent moment of like dashing right through.
Yeah, and I think you could like see it in her eyes. It's in those moments where like the camera all you'll see is like the close-up of somebody's eyes, and inside from the irises you see the light shoot through and amazement. Strong with the match. Okay, do you guys know what this means? This means this is freaking awesome. Okay,
critical hit.
Yes.
Yeah. For those of you who are unindoctrinated in the ways of Starforged or Ironsworn, that would be the equivalent of a critical hit.
Yes. So you are successful. Finally, I can take plus momentum. Now I am at a hearty 4.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I think that has gotten us. I want to say that we have arrived. Maybe.
I would say with a strong hit with a match, I think that we can put our expedition. We can mark 2 points of progress with a strong hit with a match, which would put us at 10. Which we still have to roll to complete it, but we have a very good chance of a
good odds. Okay.
And I would say we get 2 for our Iron Vow as well, because we're getting there fast and we completely avoided danger unscathed. The ship is undamaged.
Yes. Yes. I think I was just like, and this speeding fast, lightning fast.
That's like
Also,
it's like
huh?
I think in the back we hear the ambassador go, "Oh, Selene, so you do understand how to dance."
I hear that compliment. I feel amazing. Okay. Yeah, just
It's
small
okay to
smile.
smile, sister. He
Small one.
smiles.
It's mostly in her eyes.
Yeah,
Okay. So should we roll progress for the expedition? So that would be finish an expedition, right?
it absolutely would be, and I think
Okay.
you deserve the honors for that one.
Okay. I will do it, but let's see how I roll. Okay. So let's go. Another strong hit, baby! Let's go. You reach your destination or complete your survey. Mark a reward on your Discovery's legacy track per the expedition's rank. Any allies who shared this expedition also mark the reward. So that would mean mark a reward on your Discovery's legacy per the expedition's
Yep.
rank.
So it was dangerous. So it would be 2 ticks. So we can just put those there for now, just so we practice.
Yeah. They will be erased for the actual game, but why not? So it's Discoveries, right?
Yeah, it would be discoveries.
And it's just 2 ticks?
2 ticks because it's dangerous. The expedition itself was dangerous. It wasn't
Ah,
formidable or extreme or anything like that.
gotcha. Okay. Awesome. So we have completed that. What does that mean for the vow?
For the vow, I would say we mark 1 more progress
Okay.
because now we've safely arrived at Florius, to which I think we can let the Oracle just give us a little bit of a look-see of how this neutral planet in the middle of the Outlands is like. Because
Yeah. Yep. You want to roll for it?
sure, let me go ahead and just add our progress here.
Okay. Oracle descriptor. You could just roll a D100 if you want. You could probably roll that a couple times. I have the descriptor table on me.
Oh, all right, I'll do that then.
Yeah, roll a D100. I'll tell you what we get.
All right.
You could roll it. You could roll it a couple times actually.
All right, here's the first 100.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 49.
49 grim.
Love it. We love the Grimdark.
Okay. And one more time.
Okay. And 66.
And misleading.
Interesting.
Maybe it doesn't look grim from afar, but as soon as the closer we get, maybe.
Perhaps this planet has sort of like similar to how like Venus is like a bunch of gas and the terrain you don't really see because of all the gas around it. Like that's the misleading part.
Yeah.
Where perhaps it looks like vibrant and colorful, and then as we get through like the gas of the atmosphere, it looks more like barren and hollow and colorless.
It might look like misleading. Maybe it's like there's colors and we're like, oh, this is beautiful. And then the closer we get, we're like, oh, this is all gas.
Yeah.
And very bad for you.
Yeah, we're looking out, and then we get the alerts on the scanner being, the air is inhospitable, and put on the suits.
See the alerts, yeah.
All the alerts go off.
Okay, so I will do over the comms. Miss Albrecht, we have arrived safely at our destination, but the air is quite deadly, so I would recommend you put on your suit.
Oh, child, I never leave the home world without it.
Smart woman.
I heard that. Flattery is a great weapon.
Of course. Okay. So we are here.
Yeah, so I would say the ship lands, and my guess is what happens here is as we land, there is I see an alert on the intercom, incoming message.
Yeah.
And we get a disembodied voice, sort of like someone's put like a filter over it.
This is the commander of the Graves. You will march to these coordinates that we present to you. You will bring no weapons.
No
Any
weapons.
hint of hostility, we will blast you from orbit.
This is the venture. We understand.
We will see you shortly.
And there's a blasted from orbit.
I don't take kindly to threats, but I want to impress the ambassador, so we will do our best. And I remember our task. We must execute this truce safely and with a demeanor befit our station. So,
And it's a good thing they can't. The only real weapons that we have are ones that cannot be truly concealed. And he points to the head.
you got that right, brother.
And yeah, we go and we suit up. And I think just like our family colors, like the purple with the gold, I feel like our like hazard, like outer terrain suits kind of emulate that color with a golden helmet with a visor.
Yeah. So we, I bring the ship down, legs go out, landing gear is ready, and open up the side of the ship. You hear the, you start to step down. And we follow their directions. So
yeah. I would say that what would happen here is Dorian would have Icarus attached to the metal shoulder part of his body and his suit, holding out the coordinates, like to make sure, like kind of like an open GPS, because I feel as though the gas makes it difficult to see a little bit. Like,
they might think your Icarus is a weapon, so I would leave him on the ship.
I'm sorry, Icarus. Icarus makes some dejected noises and drifts back into the ship. Yeah, back into the ship.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'll just put it on here. And he pops in. I guess we're going to go this way.
Okay.
And what I would say here is probably this: to get to the coordinates safely, would you say that that's a face danger?
I don't think we're doing anything risky.
No, that's true. We're not.
Yeah, if we're following along with their instruction, we are fine.
Very well, Ambassador. Have you ever been threatened in negotiations from being disintegrated from orbit? As he sort of casually mentions that, knowing that she probably heard the conversation.
Yeah, she goes, listen, in this line of work, many an accusation and threat will be lobbed your way. But you must keep your mind as steel.
Do you think they're bluffing?
Maybe not, but we do not take those chances. We will be smart in our negotiations.
Correct. Thank you. And he goes back to keeping us on trail. And I think this planet also like spews the gas out of like little geysers on the ground.
Oh,
noxious gas just fly out, and we're kind of walking around them.
Yep.
I'm kind of feeling like this cratery, gravelly sort of terrain here, and the gas makes like a greenish, overcast sky above us. And I feel perhaps maybe we're walking for maybe like 20-ish minutes or so, and we're like just about there, and we begin to see, and we can see even further out in the distance a small, like freighter ship, like not too much larger than Venture's, but it's more blocky and rectangular in shape, and would be, as we would recognize it, an extension of a gold warship, like one of the dreadnoughts. This would be like one of their smaller vessel ships that would come down.
Okay. So our job is just to escort her here, and I think we let her do the talking. She's supposed to do the truce.
Yes, we are to provide assistance if needed, and observe, I suppose, and make sure she stays safe. Although they told us not to bring weapons, I'm assuming that's going to go both ways.
I wouldn't take any chances. So, eyes at the ready.
Okay.
I'm going to say that as we're walking, we're getting there, and we see a line of soldiers. They're all ex-Greys, so they are huge.
Yeah,
they're all really big, men and women and non-binary, everything in between.
They're like maybe like 2 to 3 feet bigger than us.
Yes,
and like, but I'm gonna make another Warhammer reference, but if you look at a normal person and then you look at the physique of like a Space Marine type character, they're just huge, like Hulk-sized versions of humans.
Yeah,
but like still intelligent and all that stuff, but just like the size difference is like the thing I'm thinking about. Like they're physically intimidating even without being armed.
They're like the Rock in his prime, but if he was about 7 to 8 feet tall.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would say there's a whole line of them, maybe like 10 in a formation.
Mm-hmm.
One comes forward, and you see that they don't even have helmets on. I was like, it looks like they have acclimated somehow to this environment. And you see that their skin has started to turn similar colors that you see in the air.
Yeah, there's like a greenish, brackish green to like their skin.
Yeah, and even like starting to affect their irises, the colors in their eyes too. But like a huge hulking one goes to walk forward. And I think the ambassador tells us to stop maybe a couple feet away. I think she has like her ways that she's done before in the past that have worked. And so we're a couple feet away. We're not right on her back. I think she doesn't want us to seem intimidating or like we're ready to fight or anything like that.
No.
And so she's going to meet two people coming to meet each other and talk.
Yeah. And she's like, remember, be poised, be silent, and take observation.
Of course, Ambassador.
And she walks up. And I think she matches, like, she looks up at this person and we sort of can observe it from afar.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it's kind of difficult to hear the conversation.
Are you trying to hear what they're saying, Dorian?
I'm just taking the lady's advice and trying to be a few minutes ahead of our adversaries.
I know, but she told us to stay and wait.
I'm gonna try to gather information.
Dorian?
He like touches he touches his ear and his eye zooms in and he's trying to listen.
Read the lips.
Yeah.
Or listen in or read lips?
Listen in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dorian, if you cost me first place.
Trust me. Please. And I'm going to try to gather information with wits. I'm going to analyze and try to listen in on negotiations because he's taking the advice. He's trying to think beforehand. And
this guy. Okay, let's see.
All right. That is a weak hit. And new insight complicated. I'm going to burn my strong hit here.
Finally, this guy. Yeah. You can't just hold on to momentum forever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I couldn't go on to it. Yeah, I'm going to burn it and bring it to a strong hit. I discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learn. Take +2 momentum. So I bump right back up to 4.
Okay. What do you learn?
I think I listen in and I hear the Gray demanding more fuel and weaponry for the ship and threatening that, if they don't give it to us and give us safe passage, they start saying, oh, we have hostages on the ship. We have dozens of blues, tens of dozens of reds. We even have a few bronzes on the ships that did inventory. We have a whole bunch of people. We'll start killing them every day you don't give us the stuff. And I sort of listen and sort of sit and watch the ambassador. She doesn't break a sweat. She doesn't give a facial reaction. She just smiles. And all she says is that all of your demands? You wish for more fuel, more ammunition for your weaponry. You wish to be granted amnesty for your crimes of grand larceny from the golden archives and from our armories. And you also wish to keep our citizens who are innocent in all of this as your indentured servants. Did I get all of that?
I think the guy just grunts.
Yeah, just grunts.
Yeah.
Very well. I will consult with my 2 associates and we will make contact with Homeworld and we'll give you their results. If you'll be patient for just a few more moments. You are all known for your stoicism, are you not?
He goes.
Yeah, and she spins on a twirl in her suit and walks back. I feel as though her robe sort of drape over her suit.
She has to.
Yeah.
So she comes back to us.
And she comes over, and I think what Dorian knows here is he looks at her and he's like, you're not giving them a thing, are you?
But what would she say to that?
I think to go with the strong hit, I will give another plum of information I just thought of now.
Yeah.
I think while she was listening to him, he, because of his eye and what he can not only listen to but can also detect, I think he realized that while she was listening to the Grey make his demands, she was pinpointing their location and the location of the warship. And she was already having direct communication with someone who now is awaiting orders from her.
Okay, but also, you discover something helpful and specific. Was that what this is?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I think I pick up on it and I realize that they all have weapons. And I think that's the thing.
I know I don't need to remind you, Ambassador, but we do not negotiate with terrorists.
No, of course not. We just have to keep them talking a little while longer, and I would like for the two of you to go up to them and let them know that their requests will not be met.
You would like us to do it?
Yes, I want to see how you handle the bedside manner of politics and see how they respond, and trust me, you are completely safe. This is an exam.
Of course, no, I remember that. We will do that upon our house.
Good. Now go there and don't forget to smile.
Of course, Miss Albrecht. Come, Dorian.
Yes.
She can't do the hand-wringing thing in her suit. So,
Yep.
Dorian, are you going to do the talking, or am I going to do the talking?
I can at least open up, and if they get inevitably flustered, I'm sure you could step in. You are far more authoritative than I am. This is where actually I know you are made of honey, sister, but perhaps I'll deliver the honey, and if they get upset with too much honey in their ears, you deliver a slap of vinegar.
Okay. So we approach them.
Yeah, we turn and we see her like wave, and she's like making a few blips on her bracelet.
So we go, and that man is still there.
Yep.
I think this is face danger.
This is absolutely face danger.
Okay. Just want to make sure we both agree.
I completely agree with you.
So, trying to attempt something risky.
We are definitely doing something risky.
Okay. I'm trying to see if there's something I can do to secure an advantage.
Well, let's see. What would you be doing here? I think what we could do is I could tell them that the demands are not going to be met, and based on how they react, you could step in and kind of be the response and the authoritative threat, and could roll with iron.
Oh, for secure an advantage?
Oh no, for face danger. Roll with strength, endurance, or aggression. You're rolling like you could meet their aggression with your own, and sort of like.
I think your light touch should go first.
You want me to face danger?
Okay. Oh yeah.
All right, this will be me probably with heart then, with resolve and social ability.
Okay.
He'll stand up, and like, this guy's so big. You are much more tall up front. A testament to your people's illustrious physique. We have spoken with the ambassador, and we have been told that we regret to inform you that Homeworld will not meet with the demands that you have requested. They appear to be too vast and demanding and imbalanced based on the crimes committed by you and your companions, and the leverage of hostages makes this rather difficult.
You're making a mistake, Gold.
I make no mistake. I simply make observations, and the observation here is you think that you are a large fish in this great vast pool, but you have merely awakened a much larger sea creature in this sea of the cosmos, and that is the law of the seven.
Brother, we have no time for philosophy lesson.
And this is where I'm going to roll to see if like his poetic words got to him.
This guy's shaking with rage.
Oh, he definitely is. Heart. Let's do it.
No, I think it's a weak hit. It's a weak hit.
Wait. That
Oh,
is...
you can burn momentum for a weak hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn momentum for a week.
Yeah. Come on. Okay.
Burning momentum to a weak hit. You succeed, but not without a cost. Make a suffer move.
Yeah.
I think what happens here.
What?
What happens here? He says that to him, and he's like, "Now, if you're willing to renegotiate," and as soon as he says that, he gets punched right in the stomach and goes spiraling back. And I'm gonna take a hit to my health.
If you get punched,
oh yeah, he gets hit
do
right.
Do you know what that's gonna make Selene do?
Dorian, the character doesn't, but Michael, the player, does.
Wow. Why do you want to do this?
Just to explore the characters in tense situations, and he gets punched back.
An oracle I can roll
to see how you react, or
yes. There is an oracle I can roll. There's an action oracle.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm gonna roll D100. 75. Oh, 35. 35. Depart. So I'm going to. He punches you, and for a split second, she thinks about using her kinetic abilities. To push him into his fellow Greys. But then she feels the eyes on the back of her head of the ambassador.
Yep.
And that is, in this moment, that is more important than defending you.
Dorian, he actually, as he was hit, he does tumble back, but he sort of rolls onto his knees and he gets back up and sort of dusts himself off. He coughs a little bit and sort of just stands at a tent and just gives you a nod.
But her eyes, you see her eyes are wide. You see her shaking as she turns.
And I think, the Grey leans down and cracks his knuckles at you. I think you better go ask again. I don't think they heard you. And he
eyes wide, her. Shaking, slowly backs away. You could tell she it's like she's walking through quicksand.
Mm-hmm.
And turns around and goes back to the ambassador. You
delivered
your message.
And I think with delivering the message, I'm going to mark, with the situation, I'm going to say we mark progress on the vow because we sat and watched her.
Right.
And I'm also going to mark on her bond because we followed her orders and we didn't make it worse.
That's true. You did get punched.
I did get punched for it.
So, how do you want to do this?
Well, I'm trying to think of where we're at. So, according to our progress charts here, we are at a 6 out of 10 for Ambassador Albrecht.
Yep.
And we're at a 6 out of 10 for the vow. But we're I would say we're probably at the final moments of this. So, what I'll say here is Dorian's gonna go. Oh, yeah, Dorian's looking at you. Proud of you, Selene. There is strength in restraint, and you exemplified that.
She doesn't answer.
Right. And I think the ambassador's like, you are diligent. That was most impressive. I apologize to put you in harm's way, but as history will show, sometimes the messenger bears the lash of the recipient, but you appeared more than capable of handling it now, didn't you?
Of course. We are nothing but capable.
And professional. You have done all you've needed to for this moment. For you see, I will now teach you the final lesson. You always bring a gun.
Oh.
And she hits a few buttons. And I thought about this image when I thought about this simulation. Out of her shadow on the ground. You see on the ground a shadow separates from hers and travels across the ground. There is an explosion of smoke around the Greys, and we hear one gunshot per member of the Greys. There's no lightning fast. The smoke clears. Every single Grey has a perfect bullet between the eyes on the
Like
ground.
My
And when
What-
the smoke
oh.
disappears, we see a silhouette of an entity in shimmering obsidian sable black. And it disappears out of the smoke. And she goes, and negotiations are complete.
that was amazing.
Truly. That was most impressive.
You must teach me.
So now you wish to know. Yes, you see, sometimes the small talk is the opening dance, but the final performance, the denouement, is open only when the overture is done properly.
Of course, right.
And I'm gonna say that because we followed that, and through that seeing the reaction here, I'm willing to give us one more progress on the ambassador, and then we could roll for the bond with her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that would be forge a bond.
Yep. And I would say perhaps because I facilitated the scene, but your reaction was incredible. That I think perhaps do you want to roll for this?
Sure.
I think
The
Dorian,
forge a bond.
I think you are amazed. Dorian is horrified at what he just saw.
Yeah, she has like hearts in her eyes.
Yeah,
you have dread.
He has the looks of dread, like, but because he's like, he looked at the tech. He's looked at the tech since she came on the ship. No detection of a sable contact. No detection of a stealth person on the ship with them the entire time.
God damn, that's a sable for you.
Yeah.
That was so freaking sick as hell. Okay,
I
when
think
your
they're
relationship with the connection is ready to evolve, roll the challenge dice and compare to your progress. So
All right.
I will roll the challenge dice, which is an 8,
Mhm.
versus the progress is 8, and then I'll roll the challenge dice. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, that might be, that is a weak hit. As above, but they ask something more of you first. To gain the bond and the legacy reward, envision the nature of the request and do it. Or swear an iron vow to see it done. What does she offer? As well.
I think based on the way you immediately like lit up watching that, I think she sees something in you. I think there's an opening in my apprenticeship program. And I think you would be an excellent fit, Selene.
I immediately like bow. It would be an honor, an absolute honor.
Of course. Well, so long as you complete the rest of your G.A.R.D.E.N exams with exemplary scores,
Of course, yes.
I will expect you at my class.
Of course.
And I expect you to be at the top.
There is no other place, ma'am.
Now that is a magnificent response, and I will take that as your acquiescence. I think she's asking you to apprentice under her for an extended period of time.
Yes. And I think it's appropriate to say the gold mantra.
Yep. And she'll say it first. Strength is duty.
Duty is order.
Order
is golden.
Order is gold. Okay. Okay, so should we roll for the vow?
I would say yes, but I think because we completed that thing with her, I would argue we get one more pip in that.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, we did assist the ambassador indeed.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that we have completed our bond with Ambassador Albrecht, which is where now what we would do is we would add Ambassador Albrecht to our bond legacy, that she would be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, well, she would be a connection, I believe.
A connection. She would be a connection, and then we would make 2 ticks in the bond legacy track because she was a dangerous, so we get 2 ticks.
Yeah.
So now we are at a 7 out of 10, and I think this is where, while that conversation's happening, Dorian will like very nervously be like, we have completed the task. We have provided security and assistance to Ambassador Albrecht and come out unscathed for all intents and purposes. And the simulation once again freezes. The gas freezes, like the flow of the air freezes. Everything freezes except for the three of us. And this is where we're going to do a 7 against the challenge dice.
Oh, okay. Let's see how it goes. 7 against the challenge dice. Oh, is that a weak hit? Oh, yep.
That's a weak hit. Okay, that's all right. On a weak hit, your files move. There is more to be done. You realize the truth of your quest. Take a full legacy based on that. This was formidable, so this would be on the legacy quest. We could get a whole box for this because it was formidable.
Oh, okay. Okay. If you swear an eye and vow to set things right, take your full legacy reward. Well, the vow's fulfilled. That's the main thing.
Yeah. So I think everything begins to dematerialize, but like almost immediately, Albrecht like begins to disappear rapidly. She's like, I have another engagement to attend to. I will give my scores to Ark. Efficient. Calvara's siblings. Efficient. And I will speak to you soon, Selene. Stay golden. And she disappears.
Yes, ma'am.
And like you look over to Dorian, he is shook.
Selene has a smile on her face.
Why are you smiling?
That was amazing.
That happened in 0.8 of a second.
I'll never be that fast, but I aim to be.
And now I think, based on the weak hit, how do we want to say we did based overall? I sort of have an idea of how the weak hit comes into play, but how do you think we did as a team? Like, how do you think Ark would score? We showed up unscathed.
I think 90% we did really, really well. I don't know if that, like, just because we rolled a weak hit at the very end, that would kind of grade us horribly.
Not so much, but I think I have a good cost for this. Little good cost for this. So here we go. So yeah. I think we hear Ark's voice.
Uh-huh.
Well done, Calvara's siblings. I have received your report from Ambassador Miranda Albrecht, and based on the scores of your proctor and the observations that I have made, and you hear the numbers flying, like everything begins to be like spiraling numbers like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Compared to the other participants, you have completed this simulation first.
Yes.
And based on your overall score, you have been placed tied for first.
God damn it. Okay.
And we see the scoreboard come up.
Yeah.
And who do you think we're tied with?
I think we're tied with Yorick and his partner.
Mm-hmm. You see the name first.
God damn it.
Oh, look! Our cousin's dropped to second. Like, he's excited, but now he's smiling and you're not smiling.
Yeah. Tied is not... There's only room for one at the top. Well, in this case, 2.
Your next simulation will be the final exam of the Garden. And you will be competing at the same time as the rest of the participants.
Perfect. And she has a smile on her face.
And then you say perfect like that, and Dorian goes, perfect. And like deflates a little bit.
It's best to, when you best an opponent, it's best to look them in the eye.
He looks at you with his one mechanical eye.
I'm sure you understand that.
More than you could comprehend, sister. And at that point, we both dematerialize from the garden. Our pods open. The apparatus from our heads lifts.
Yep.
Oh, why am I the only one getting hurt in these things?
It'll make you tough.
Oh, right.
She's quite happy.
Yeah. There's a spring in her step.
Yeah.
He cracks it.
Yeah, this is great. Okay, so we are getting ready to go. She has a little pep in her step.
And I think that I think I'm gonna pay extra for the massage.
Yeah. You'll be fine. Look at you. You're strong. You're gold.
And I think next to your pod is a golden embroidered letter that is a formal invitation into Miranda Albrecht's apprenticeship.
She like picks it up and by the 7. Oh, this is amazing. I will not fail this.
You rarely do, sister. He kind of looks a little. He's happy for you, but you could tell he's still a little shaken by the ordeal.
Yeah, she puts an armor on your shoulder.
All right.
To the parlor.
To the parlor. And the two of I think the silhouettes, the two of them leaving. The lights dim, and we see the two names at the top, tied for first, cousins, and then the rest of the drabble.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll do the end of session move.
Yeah, let's do it.
So reflect on the events of the game and identify any missed opportunities to mark progress. We not going to worry about the relationship or milestone because this is still training. But if there's a quest connection or other situation you would like to get focused next session, you can take note of it and take 1 momentum. So I would say, I think for the most part, the goal I set out for this session was to explore and play with the connection moves and the exploration moves, which I believe we did a pretty decent job with the connection moves. I think with the exploration moves, I think we didn't really do much of make a discovery or confront chaos because we didn't roll bad.
We didn't need to per se.
No, we didn't need to, and we have had some training with discovering waypoints before this. And
yeah.
The one thing we really didn't do in our pre-games was any sort of connection moves. So this was like what we really focused on, and I think that was what we really did a good job with. We did everything but test your relationship, which I think would have only come up if we biffed one of our rolls.
Yeah, but we didn't. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, I blew that 10 momentum.
But if it comes into play in another session, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then we'll see it then.
Yeah.
Okay. If there's a quest, connection, or other situation you'd like to get folks in, make note of it and take +1 momentum.
Well, I will tell you the things that one of the things we're going to focus on for the next simulation is going to involve combat. Okay.
Sounds good. Ready.
Mm-hmm. So combat's probably going to come up. There's we did explore a little bit of the suffer moves. There's a chance we could deal with suffer moves as we go into the next session as well, depending on how
maybe we could do recover as well.
Yeah, perhaps we could even do a recover before we go into the pod to kind of mess with those, to kind of see what we can do.
Oh, yes.
So have the opportunity to bolster ourselves a little bit before going in.
Yeah. I think everybody's doing that narratively. People are like, this is the final one. This is like the Hunger Games.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're all rising up. But yeah, because my spirit's at 3, supplies at 3.
My health's at 3.
we can stand to do some recover moves next time. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. I think we could take momentum. We made note of it.
Mm-hmm. I'll pop that up to 3.
Yeah. Oh, look at me, higher than you.
Yeah, but you're
gonna go right back.
You're gonna burn it right into your powers. So.
I'm gonna. Yeah, next session's gonna be burning right into it. Okay, sounds good. That was the end of learning phase 2. Next time is going to be the final grade.
The final exam.
The final exam. So we will see everybody then.
Stay golden.
Bye. And remember, order
is gold.
Yeah. Okay.